Hello and welcome. Well, Lucy Powell is now the new deputy leader of the Labour Party. Is this a good thing, a cause for celebration? Is it a bad thing, a cause for despair? Or will it make not much difference at all? Let's attempt to pick through some of the headlines to figure out what may happen as we go forward. After beating Bridget Phillipson, the former Commons leader vows to work constructively with Number 10. Well, why wouldn't she? That would be an odd thing, wouldn't it? Well, she was the only cabinet minister to be sacked from the government in the reshuffle, the only one. She claims she had messages from nearly 200 Labour MPs, with many offering their commiserations and urging her to stand as deputy leader. If that's true, then, and I've no reason to doubt it, then it does show divisions, does it not, behind the scenes. She says some of the heartfelt messages made her cry. I didn't realise I had that much effect on anybody. Let's hope that we're not crying in due course, Lucy. Let's hope you can do something. That remains to be seen. However, we've got a little bit more triangulation to do. Dismissing critics. I always imagine that when that phrase is written, critics, you're dismissed, be gone. Who she claims accuse her of being disloyal for even starting the conversation about what the party can do better. Absolutely not disloyal. That is essential for that party to exist in the not too distant future with any remote sort of base of support. Anyway, Powell says Labour has not given a strong enough sense of who we are, what our purpose is and whose side we're on. She believes Labour is at risk of losing more progressive voters than the ones that are switching to reform. I don't know quite what she means by progressive. I'm going to guess towards the left. But you see, these days, these politicians use language which has changed and morphed and been diluted. So I'm guessing that. Anyway, I think you still need to look out for reform, but she says, I think we're always better and stronger when we listen to the broad voices that we represent. When you have a narrower group of people making the decisions and setting the strategy who are further and further away from the communities that we're here to represent, I think that's where things go awry. Absolutely. Could not agree more. And that bubble, that strange bubble of decision making, that echo chamber, has not seemed to be in touch at all with the population, has not read the room remotely. Or if it has, and that's the scarier analysis, if it has, it's decided that that's not what we want to do. We need to go this way because we know best. Anyway, reflecting on the mistakes, no need to put that in those quotation marks. The mistakes made by our party, including axing, winter fuel allowance, welfare cuts, the government was forced to reverse. It's given a sense that we're not on the side of ordinary working people who are struggling to get by. It's not given a sense. You haven't been. You just have not been. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had to reverse those things in the first place because you wouldn't have done them because you would have been on the side of people who are struggling to get by. Anyway, I think this is from the Mirror. So the headline is Lucy Powell blasts sexist claim of Labour deputy proxy war between Starmer and Burnham. And this has gone back a little bit, but I just highlight this because I think this is an odd comment that she's made. Woe betide anyone who wants to try and tell me that I'm subservient to some other man. Are there some men that you are subservient to, Lucy? I'm probably more alpha male than most men I know. What does that mean? What are you doing saying things like that? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. First of all, what do you mean by an alpha man? Is that toxic masculinity? Or are you saying that a man can be alpha and it can be a good thing? And if you're more alpha than most of the alpha men, does that mean you're not an alpha female? And wouldn't that be a good thing if you had to be alpha? And does this preclude, by the way, any empathy in there or compassion? So what are you saying about all this stuff? And so here's the deal, I think, for most people in the country. We don't care. We don't care about colour. We don't care who you pray to. Or if you pray. We don't care what sex you are. We care about character. We care about character. What's your character like? And is it aligned to the still common values in this country? That's important. And give a damn. Don't give a damn. Rachel Reeves was saying the same thing. I heard her recently. I'm going to prove people wrong. They've always underestimated me. Don't care. That's very nice, Rachel. Do the job. Lucy, just do the damn job. Anyway, so it says here, New Statesman, turnout was crushingly low compared to the last contest. Yeah, and that I put this in because that is of interest. It is of interest. Why? Why was it crushingly low? Does it mean people just thought, well, it's a done deal, she'll get in? Or did they think, why bother? It's all a mess, and this is just going to be cosmetic in value, put it that way around. In other words, there's no real substantive change that will happen as a result of this. Unity and loyalty comes from collective purpose, not from command and control. Oh, wow, she's really going for it, because it does seem that that's Keir's go-to style. Debating, listening and hearing is not dissent, it's her strength. Absolutely, it is not dissent, unless it's a dictatorship. Anyway, she said of the dissenters and malcontents who criticise Starmer's approach, my job will be to bring those voices into the heart of our party. Well. When is Guy Fawkes night? Because I think we're going to see some fireworks quite soon. Let us listen here.
Anyone who saw the documentary on Channel 4 about rape gangs over
we want to blow that little trumpet now, do we? Yeah, okay.
There was a real issue.
Let's get that dog whistle out, shall we? Yeah.
So, are we hearing a politician who's saying what she thinks people will respond to, or does she mean this? I think in part time will tell. However, look at this. It's from the Fabian Society. I stumbled across this. And this is actually from LinkedIn. So, talk about hidden in plain sight, as I've said before. Congratulations to Bridget Phillipson and Lucy Powell, who will both be standing, blah, 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 blah. While the Fabian Society does not nominate or endorse candidates, we look forward to supporting debate and discussion around this important contest. So they're holding a hustings, their own hustings, in early October, 6,000 members who join before 9th of March will be eligible to vote in the election. We will invite the candidates to write for us, setting out their vision for the role and future of our party. Will they now? That's interesting. We hope the contest will be constructive and comradely. Because comradely. Don't want to get that wrong. It is a great opportunity to debate and discuss ideas for our party's future. We look forward to playing our part and to working with whoever is elected as deputy leader. Now, what does that mean? As I've talked about the Fabian Society quite recently, is it innocuous? Is it just a little club that they've all got to sign up to? Is it just like, you're part of the sixth form common room of the Labour Party leadership, and therefore you've got to, be part of that club? Or is there something more to it? I have a slight worrying thought that maybe, whichever way we look, we're kind of going to get the same result ultimately.